Hi, my name is Jessica Russo-Scher. I'm an artist and art teacher, and I'm addicted to gel plate printmaking. And today I am going to show you from beginning to end, with very little cuts, how I do an image transfer. Image transfers tend to be one of the challenging things that people find about gel plate printmaking. And that's one, because they look really easy to do. So when you see people doing them on social media, they look easy. When you see me doing it it's like, oh, I could do that. And yes, you can, but there's a few steps that you need to go through in order to make it successful. Hopefully through this video, you will find the confidence to be able to do them better. Let me give you a little bit of a guidance on what I'm doing and where I'm doing it. I am going to be printing on an 8x10 plate, and I have it on a piece of plexiglass. I like working on that surface so I can move it around. I have a brayer with me, and I have laser printed images. It needs to be a laser printed image because laser printed images have little bits of plastic in it which help create the resist. When we call it a laser print image transfer, it's actually a misnomer. It should be called a laser print resist because you're creating a resist between the laser printed toner with its itty tiny bits of black toner in it, the acrylic paint, and the synthetic polymer of the gel plate. It's a little bit of science in there. Feels like magic. So, without any further ado, let's demonstrate this process. I am using a photo that I spent a long time editing. I took this photo in Corfu, Greece, and I edited it to be high resolution, high contrast, and halftone. And I printed it out CMYK. So I used the color settings of a laser printer. I used a laser printer at my local library. This is on 160 GSM paper, but you could also print it on regular laser printer paper from 90 GSM to like 120 GSM. For this part of the demonstration, I'm just going to angle the screen down so you can see my work area, put my paint in my palette. That's not what I was planning on doing. Story of my life. So other supplies I have here, baby wipes. Baby wipes are very helpful for cleaning up any messes that you have on your gel plate, on your brayer, or on your hands. In order for me to do an image transfer on this, I need to cover this plate with acrylic paint, and I need a very fine layer of acrylic paint on it. I'm going to be using some opaque paint by Amsterdam, and I'm going to mix together turquoise blue and black oxide. Lay them out on a disposable palette, and I'm laying them out on the disposable palette that way I can control the amount of paint I put out on the gel plate. You may see me and lots of other people put paint directly on the gel plate. And that's great for sometimes, or when you have it down and you kind of have a sense for how much paint you're doing. But if you're just starting out, make life a lot easier. Control your paint on the palette and then roll it out on the gel plate. Even strokes across. Now, I didn't mix my paint perfectly because I wanted a little bit of a mottled look to the color. Roll it out. I'm using a dictionary on the side to roll out my brayer to help keep it clean. And here is my paper, and here is my paper. See how much paint it's just about enough. It's hard for you guys to see, but it's just slightly translucent. It's not a lot of paint. Now, let me put my image transfer or photo on there before anything starts to dry. And then I can use my hands or I can use my brayer to roll out on top of it. Roll out. And then I lift up. It's pretty good. If it wasn't coming out pretty good, I would put the paper back down and press a little bit more. Let me lift this up so you can see. Okay, so that's a good amount of detail. The editing of the photo is really key to making this work. All of that prep work is something that is really important, and I share tips and tricks about all of that stuff in my newsletter, and I'll even offer like free workshops sometimes and things like that. So check out below, learn everything you want to know from my newsletter, and that's where I share all sorts of information. Trust me, there's even some freebies, so make sure you click below. So this needs a few moments to dry. You could use a hair dryer to dry it with no heat setting. You can use one of these little silly fans. I don't use one of these fans to dry my prints. I use these fans to cool me because it is very hot in my studio right now. So as this is drying, put that over on the side. We will talk about the next step. The next step is, let's face it, if you've seen my work before, I usually do reverse painting. I usually spend a lot of time building up different layers of paint and mixing colors and doing a whole painting that is reverse before I do the pickup layer. But since this is a beginner tutorial, I'm going to show you the beginning steps and not do all of that. But please make sure you check out some of my other videos so you can see what those steps are all about, because that's fun. This is fun too. Okay, so I have my image transfer here. It is just about dry, and I need to figure out what color would work really well on this. I want something that will contrast the colors that are here. So since this is like cooler colors and they're kind of a mid-tone, I want to go much lighter. And I could keep it in the same color story and also go with like cool tones, or I can try to do something slightly warmer. I think I'm going to play around with warmer. I'm going to put in a little bit of lavender. I'm going to mix it over on this side of my disposable palette. I think I still have some room. All that paint's wet, as I found out earlier. And I'm going to mix in some titanium white to lighten that color a bit. And maybe a tiny bit of Venetian rose. That's perfect for this. A little bit of that. And I'm going to use a palette knife to mix it up a little bit, just so it's a little bit more integrated. There we go. And I can judge how light it is. I think I need to go a little bit lighter. So right now it is, yeah, it needs to go a little bit lighter. So just add a little bit more titanium white and mix it in with the color that's there. There we go. Okay, other use of my dictionary, cleaning off my palette knives. There we go. And other use of my hands. Okay, let me grab my brayer, roll it out. And I want to have an even coat over this, but it doesn't have to be as thin as the image transfer layer. Let's go here. Okay, now let's do something fun and print it on a piece of Clairefontaine craft paper. This is acid-free paper that has a little bit of a texture on one side and is smooth on the other side. And I'm just going to eyeball centering it on there. The next step is to press down nice and smooth throughout the entire thing, making sure you get all the edges. This is a step that when I'm teaching my students in person that I notice that they skip some of these parts and they wonder why some of their print doesn't work out. And it's because they're skipping this part. Okay. So I'm going to let it dry with a book on top of it. This so happens to be my book. I have some copies laying around. Okay, let it dry. and I will wait approximately 10 minutes. So I am going to cut the video there, but you haven't seen any major cuts in the video so far. The only time I've cut the video has been when I misplaced something or misspoke, and I just needed to cut it to make my clips a little shorter so they don't take up too much space on my camera roll. I'm cleaning my brayer as well with a baby wipe. So as that dries, I am going to turn off the camera and I will come back in 10 minutes to lift the print. It's been about 5 minutes and I think it's about ready. So let's go ahead and pull it. Move this out of the way and let's go lift this up. Okay, so far so good. It's coming up. The cool thing about it when it works is that you don't have to clean your gel plate after. It's a little wet around the edges, but I think it's okay. A lot of times it'll get stuck a little bit on the edges. There we go. There we have our completed gel plate image transfer of a half-tone CMYK high-resolution, high-contrast photo of a photo that I took in Corfu, Greece. I used some blues and blacks for the image transfer, and I used some warm colors to make like a very light warm white for the pickup layer. The pickup layer binds all of those dry paints together and creates a bond stronger with the paper, so when you go to peel it off, it can all release from the gel plate. So it feels like magic, but it's kind of science. Please let me know what else you would like to learn about gel plate printmaking or what questions you have. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. Trust me, it'll be worth it.